Hey guys, it's Mark Snakori, and today is May 26, 2025. Why does that date sound so familiar? May 26th. Oh, that's right! That's the day I graduated from Central Catholic High School, CCHS, in 2000. The experience was amazing. I remember the best thing about graduation was when I got my diploma, everybody in that audience cheered for like 5-6 seconds long. Not many people got cheers that night, but when I got my diploma, they were like, yeah! As you can see, I love television and film. Big television and film fan over the years. You guys remember my love for Melrose Place, which I didn't get to work on the reboot in 2009 because I didn't have the connects for it. Oh, too bad for them. They messed everything up. They didn't know the original. Looking behind me are all the shows that I was either featured on or worked on in some way over the years. Between 2005 and 2019, when I moved to Los Angeles to work in television and film. Great times I had over the past 25 years. After Central Catholic High School, I continued my education at Northern Essex Community College for a year. I got into my college of choice, Merrimack College. I majored in English. I always wanted to move to LA. I submitted to the MFA programs at several different grad schools. UCLA was the only one that interviewed me. And I didn't get in, but I was one of 50 interviewed, and they said, you're one of the best of the best. Don't worry if you don't get in. You'll still get into the professional program. And that's what I got into, because most people that get into the MFA, the 25 or so each year, come mostly from that program, the professional program. So I got into the professional program in 2005, and I made my way west. And I worked between 2007 to 2019 on many different TV series. I was a CBS page. I got to work The Price is Right. I got to work Bob Barker's Last Price is Right. I was personally needed on the series Glee to play a teacher in the break room, who they later named Mr. Snakori, the cricket math teacher, who always sings down the halls. I got to work on a lot of Grey's Anatomy. I got to work on Desperate Housewives. I got to work on Don't Trust the Bee in Apartment 23, The Defenders, and I was featured in a lot of different shows, such as those. I got to work on other shows such as Numbers, Parks and Recreation, NCIS, CSI Miami. And then in 2014, I got back into paging in the studios with Audiences Unlimited, who did all the sitcoms since the 80s, like Different Strokes, and Give Me a Break, and Facts of Life, and Golden Girls, and Who's the Boss, all the way up until the 2010s when I started there. It was 2014, I started working on shows such as Mike and Molly, Mom, Two Broke Girls, Fuller House, Girl Meets World, The Conners, America's Funniest Videos, American Music Awards, and so many others. I worked on over, I'll say, 50, 60 different series overall between 2007 and 2019. But LA was very tough, very, very tough. But the longer I stayed, the more shows I got to work on, and the more experiences I had. I could say, wow, I never dated back home in Massachusetts, but when I moved to LA, my first date experience was with the niece of Annette Funicello. She was my first kiss and more. So that's really ironic to think that. I'm like, wow, I waited all those years into 2008 to have that first experience. I met my second ex-girlfriend at Grey's Anatomy the very first time I worked the show. Of course, she's 20 years older than me, but that's where I met her. I met these people because I made the move to LA, and I got to meet people through the move. I mean, things in life don't always go the way as planned. I mean, I would have loved to have stayed out there, but it was too much money. But always go after your goals, and if they don't all come true, or it's a hard process of making it come true, keep at them. Because I'm still going to be a filmmaker. I'm still going to write. I'm still going to produce. And I would still love to act here in Boston. I moved home in 2019. And I've never given up on my dreams to becoming that great filmmaker, television producer, writer, and character actor. All right, guys. Congratulations, 25 years. Central Catholic High School, class of 2000. May 26, 2000. Happy 25.